Hi everybody, today is day 16 of 20 in that final week. We're gonna focus on core, biceps, and back today. So I'm using heavy weights. For me today will be 9, also 5 pounds, a ball or rolled up towel, and I am going to use a resistance band. You don't need it, but just it gets that little added benefit to those abductors. So we're gonna start with a set of hundreds to work on our breathing. So take a seat on your mat, roll on down. Take a deep breath, one breath through that nose. Let that rib cage go wide, and then exhale that breath. We're gonna bring those legs up to our tabletop position, shoot those wrists over shoulders, tuck that navel in, imprint your spine to connect it to the mat. You can stay down with the head or come up into a curl or chest lift, coming on up and scooping through that belly. Start pumping for your hundreds. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep breathing. Try to breathe through that nose on the inhale and exhale through the mouth. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Move those arms like through a 6-inch range of motion, keeping them nice and strong and not floppy. Breathing here, 2 more sets. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Last set. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew. Bring it on in. Hug those knees to your chest. Take that breath. Okay, so I'm going to grab onto my 5-pound weights here. Taking that deep breath in, draw those legs up to table, imprint your spine. Take that breath, make sure that navel's pressed to spine. I'm gonna come up into a chest lift, leaving my arms long at the side and hovering them as I lift. So when you're ready, inhale, exhale, and lower down. So I'm trying to keep those arms hovered if you can, while holding those lighter weights. Really try to press that navel in as you come up and then lower down. Reaching the bottom ribs to the top hip bone, getting those shoulder blades up and off. You could even add wrists over shoulders and then lift it up. Let's finish a few more here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, add on now. We're gonna reach one leg out and bring it back in. One leg out, so just adding progressions. Reach. The weights do help with the chest lift of really getting up and scooping through that belly, but just make sure you're really tucking that navel in on the lift. Breathing here. A few more. Whew. Let's take for 4 more. And 3. Try not to get an arch in that back. 2. 1. Bring wrists over shoulders. We're gonna hold it in that chest lift, and let's just do a few arm curls, holding the chest lift. If you want to extend those legs out for more of a challenge, you can do that. Keep on breathing. For 5. Scoop up through that belly more. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, lower it down. Whew. I'm gonna drop down to 1 weight. And I'm gonna bring this, holding on 1 weight, the 5-pound, wrists over shoulders. Draw those legs back to your tabletop position, and we're gonna go into a crisscross. So reach that weight on the outside, arms are straight, and come back through center and overhead, and the other side. So the weight is just obviously getting those obliques a little more if you want to bring that weight further overhead as you get some momentum and reach it as you come in that crisscross. You can do that. But try to hold it. Don't rush through this. Try to hold it. Feel those muscles working through those abdominals. And then bring it back. Take that exhale and bring it back. Bring it back. Try not to let your legs shift too much. You want a controlled movement here. We want that spine fully connected, pressing that navel in. It's a challenge just to do that. Holding it here. On this next one, we're gonna hold it up, hold it to one side. See if you can bring it up. Actually grab one hand, put one hand down. I'm holding it vertical now. Up and down, up and down. Try not to come out of the crisscross. So use those abdominals to hold it in place and not let the arm take your shoulder blade back. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back. Switch hands with that weight. Come up and over, hold it. Other hand is in on that mat. Working with control here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back. Lower it on down. Bring everything down. Place that weight off to the side. Go into a T arm. Arms out wide. Bring both knees to one side. Maybe look in the opposite. Stretching through those abdominals. And then the other. And then stay in line on down. We're gonna, if you want to use a resistance band or have one, you can slide it on those legs right above your knees. Right on the outside. We'll just start with a couple pelvic rocks. So working on warming up that low back. Keep those feet apart so if you're using the resistance band, so you feel pressure on the outside of those legs, like you have to hold it there. Tuck that navel in, imprint your spine, and roll all the way on up into your bridge. Make sure those knees have not moved closer together if you're using resistance. And keep those glutes engaged, and then slowly lower it on down. And again, we're gonna roll on up one vertebra at a time. Press it up, engage through those glutes, and slowly lower it down with your, just need to stretch out that leg. And then roll it on up from the bottom, all the way up. Keeping those kneecaps pressing forward, keeping that tummy tucked and pulled, and lowering it back down. And I'm just feeling a hamstring pull, so I'm trying to deal with that. Okay. Hold it up here this time. So we have those glutes engaged, pressing those arms into that mat, tucking that tummy, having those kneecaps forward. We're gonna butterfly those legs. So even if you don't have a resistance band, just moving in that motion of moving those legs further apart, that gets those muscles going. Holding it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in, lower it down. Now I'm gonna grab one of my heavier weights. I'm actually just gonna place it across my hip bones, really low, below my belly button. I'm gonna roll up into that bridge, holding bridge. We're gonna drop those hips half down, use those glutes, press it up. So again, making sure the legs are holding that band apart. We're really engaging those glutes on the lift and pulling that navel in. Engage the glutes, pull it in. Dropping it down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up. And we're gonna add a little press against, or bring those knees wide, bring it together, drop it down, press it up. Finishing this up. Last variation here. So we're going half down, glute press up, press those legs out, bring it back in. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press it up, press it out, bring it in, and slowly roll it on down. Nice job. You can slide that band off if you used it, cross one leg over the other, pull that quad in towards your chest, holding that stretch for a couple breaths. And then switching legs, pulling it in. A couple of breaths here. And then release those legs, lengthen them out, bring those arms overhead. Really lengthen from fingers to toes. Tuck that chin, roll it on up, take a forward fold. That should feel good on the back side of those legs after bridge work. And roll it on up. Okay, I'm gonna use my rolled up towel or ball, place it behind my low back. I want feedback against that because we're gonna take a lean. I'm only gonna use 5 pounds for this. So my knees are bent, my toes are up with my heels in the mat. I'm gonna sit up nice and tall, tuck my navel in, and lean back so I feel that feedback against my low back. My arms are in at my side with a 90-degree bend, and my palms are facing the ceiling. I'm going to extend my arms out and bring them in without moving that upper body. So keep that navel pressed in, holding it here. You can start heavy maybe, and then see how many you can do, and then switch to a little bit lighter weight. Working those low abdominals as we do this as well. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it out. Bring them out to like a wide V. Bring it together and bring it in. That's the movement now. Out wide, bring it back and in. So I'm going shoulder distance, wider than shoulder distance, bringing it back and in. For 8, 7, 6, 5, targeting those biceps, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold it out, do 10 curls out in that wide V. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it out, bring it in, lower it down. Woo! Move that ball, take that forward. Actually, no forward fold, just reach those hands maybe behind your back and stretch them. Nice job. Okay, we're gonna take 10 Supermans. If you have that resistance band, bring it to your lower legs, right above your ankles. I'm gonna come all the way down, lengthen out my body, fingertips to toes. I have pressure against that band. My legs are lifted. Tucking my tummy in tight, real tight. Hold that tightness. And then we're gonna lift arms and legs together and press against that band. When you're ready, let's do for 10. We feel those glutes engage. 9, 8, working the back. 7, those spine muscles all along your spine. Strengthening those is gonna help keep that spine in alignment. So that's what we're doing. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it on the last one. Hold it up. Make sure everything's tucked. Press against that band if you're using it, or just widen those legs. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Press yourself up. I am going to start with the heavier weight, the 9 pound. I'm going into a modified plank. I have a heavy weight in one hand. We're going to go into a row. You could go into a full plank, which would be harder. Modified, legs up and back. Or you can come to all fours or stand. Anyway, when you're ready, we're going to row it out. So make sure you're facing forward, sending that elbow back behind you. Breathing here. Working that upper back on one side. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Add a twist. Row and twist. Keep on breathing. Keep that tummy tucked. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. Send it straight back with that arm. Pulse it out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back in a child's pose. One more side, and then we're done. Whew. Bring it up. Get in the position that you like. Tuck that tummy, and then let's row it. So try to shoot that elbow behind you. Breathing here. For 5. If you're standing, I should have mentioned this sooner, you could go heavier on the weight. 3, 2, 1. Go right into that row twist. Keep that tummy tucked. Just try to twist from that waist. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a moment. Bring that arm straight back. Pulse it out for 10, 9. Feeling in the triceps, but trying to also work that back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back in the child's pose. Take that breath. Press yourself up. It's a little more cardio than I thought. Come to all fours, tuck those toes, pike your hips up. Hold that down dog stretch, press those heels down. Take that breath. Walk those hands towards those feet. Round it all the way on up. Roll those shoulders. Maybe stretch out those arms. Thank you. My body's shaking. I hope you have a great day.